Welcome to the 20-year anniversary video of Inqaba Biotech, Africa's genomics company, here from our headquarters in Makelnek, Pretoria in South Africa. I'm Dr. Oliver Preissig, a co-founder and the executive director of this unique company with currently around 150 employees in different countries in sub-Saharan Africa. The idea of Inqaba Biotech emerged not far from here in Pretoria in the year 2000 while I was doing research at the University of Pretoria and saw the need for this specific type of company in South Africa. It took 2 years for the venture team of 5 to officially start the business in August 2002, as it was a major struggle to find the funds to do so. The startup was only possible with the substantial direct foreign investments, mainly from shareholders from Germany and Switzerland, as well as the startup loan from the State Secretariat for Economic Affairs of Switzerland. So what was actually our idea in 2000 to start the biotechnology company in South Africa? The aim was to locally produce oligonucleotides which need to be custom made, and therefore by local production the turnaround time dropped from 2 to 3 weeks for imported oligos at that time to 1 or 2 days. This of course allowed to accelerate research output for our customers that apply PCR amplification and DNA sequencing in their research. And more recently, it allowed uninterrupted essential supply during the pandemic. In addition, we aimed to offer Sanger DNA sequencing services. The aim was here that outsourcing DNA samples for sequencing will allow our customers to save the investments in capital-intensive sequencing instruments. 20 years later, we still do all these services, but of course the technologies in life sciences have significantly evolved in the past 20 years, and so has Inqaba Biotech. A big thank you to all our customers, our dedicated current and former employees and commercial partners over all these years, and of course our investors that took the risk and made this possible in 2002. Please enjoy this video about the different aspects of Inqaba Biotech. Let us know your comments, suggestions or questions about Inqaba Biotech in the comment section below. We strive to even be better in the next 20 years.
Human beings have been using astronomical tools to adventure into the infinite universe, to explore the infinitesimal by making use of life science tools and technology. Founded in 2016, headquartered in Shenzhen, China, MGI is committed to building core tools and technology to lead life science through intelligent innovation. MGI has established 7 international R&D and production centers and is mainly involved in 3 key business segments, including genetic sequencers, laboratory automation, and new business. Continuing heavy investment in R&D, MGI has developed a full range of patented technologies, including DNB-seq sequencing technology, patent array technology, and sequencer optoelectromechanical system technology. Gene sequencing has a very high barrier to entry as it involves multiple fields, including optics, mechanics, electronics, fluid dynamics, molecular biology, chemistry, nanoscience, and other disciplines. MGI is one of the few companies in the world that has the ability to mass-produce clinical high-throughput genetic sequencers. Besides gene sequencing, MGI has also developed a series of core technologies, including library preparation and automated sample processing. MGI operates in more than 80 countries and regions, serving more than 1,300 customers to date, empowering the downstream customers in reproductive health, precision cancer diagnosis and treatment, infectious diseases, food security, agriculture, forestry, fishing, and consumer genomics. Since the establishment, MGI is driven to disrupt the status quo and accelerate the industry innovation. MGI aims to build a suite of life science core tools to address the fundamental questions, push the limits of science and technology, and lead the innovation in the era of life.
This species of seaweed, Capophycus alvarezi, is the most commonly cultivated seaweed in the world. I'm Scott Fahrenkrug, PhD. I'm a retired geneticist, recently unretired. Mostly it's cultivated in Asia, where seaweed is a part of the diet. It can be found in salads, seaweed in their sushi rolls. But mostly it's farmed for what it has inside it, which is a thickener, carrageenan, an ingredient people may have seen in their ice cream. This farming, it doesn't require fertilizer, it doesn't require pesticides, and it really is just using the power of the sun and the beautiful ocean to create biomass, which has lots of applications in food and in health.
In order for us to protect the biodiversity, we must first understand it. My name is Rodrigo Cano, and I'm a bioprocess engineer. The ocean always amused me. The seaweed, pretty much traditional forest, but within the ocean. In Brazil, we have Capophycus alvarezi introduced for more than 30 years. The understanding if during these 30 years of time, if the strains have mutated in somehow, or how different locations can impact the physiology of the Capophycus alvarezi is still not that much explored.
And so that's why we're sequencing, to find the genetic diversity. And then we compare different samples to see how they've performed and try to make that connection. Once we've made that connection, then we can select for the genetics as a surrogate for selecting for performance. The intention is to find those wild occurring or spontaneous mutations that have arisen that improve the quality of those products. Working on genomes, it's a big job. It's a big task to understand how the genome works. And a consortium really is the only way to do it.
The consortium of phycogenomics has important role towards the seaweed aquaculture around the world. Firstly, because the euchymatoids, which is the object of our study, represents between 30 and 40% of the whole seaweed production in the world. And that represents more than 50% of the worldwide aquaculture production.
So the philanthropy of Illumina is going to have a big impact on our ability to characterize that genetics and connect it to traits. It's not the kind of industry that's at the size of, say, cattle or corn. These are small stakeholders, small producers, and really it takes this kind of philanthropy to make those opportunities happen.